Show me what lies ahead. They will attack on sight here. These fools dared stand in her path. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. No other bodies on this warpath. He was the last to die. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. Zunin, guide me. I need to find Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. What see you, old friend? I should be cautious around here. No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't.
Erge scum! Hark! Use your glimmer!
Restrain someone. The dead stack up. For these must... The rocket came early. Ace's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Zalakar. For Baldur's sake. Have a look, Sunan. Is this blood Asa's? Or is she still proving too much to handle? They paused here for a moment before continuing. Most likely to resecure Asa's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me. Temporarily. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here toward the river. I hope I'm not too late. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa!
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Zalakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hugr. Soon after, the Zalakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son.
Is that your best? Come now, Harvey. Even your boy put up with the fight.
Such a desperate, feeble man. I will surely ask him. Now.
this Asgardian air. I enjoy. I enjoy poking my Vulcan's flesh.
Why is Surtr collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Suter!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
I wonder which of these dwarves can help me find a suit. Perhaps if I listen to their chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself.
Rest a while.
What for? I may never wake again. At any point, our invaders will storm in, hack us to pieces, feed us to their feast. Or maybe they will flood the cavern with their boiling mac, mess us into soup.
Do we always
You're looking for the blacksmith?
He's
He's a terrifying thought. Went on an
I
expedition,
hate the
he
thought
said.
of having to sit through your bemoaning. So when I suggest you rest, it's because if you don't, then neither...
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Sutunga. Malviga.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day, Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malviga care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Gala. The ones who killed Sutinger's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Sutinger wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Sutinger is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Sutinger didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malviga to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malviga's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance,
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malviga.
It's a deal.
So when I suggest you rest, it's because if you don't, then neither do I.
What? But we're
Well said, my
giant
love.
killers.
Well said.
Keep it down.
Why are you here?
No, we can't see that.
Be gone from here, please.
Why not?
us along.
Only a matter of time before Glot finds
So
us.
hard that even McAllister's have blisters.
Oh, brought me gems, have you?
Here, more gemstones for your collection.
Oh, so sparkly.
I'll see what I can find for you.
My eyes, I can imagine I am back in my favorite cavern in Mordor.
We have no...
Oh, sweet me,
Ah, good to see you again. I'll fix that right up for you. Ah, good to see you again. Need anything else?
I would welcome a glad tale. There have been few enough of late.
I'm a blacksmith. Good as any man. But you try telling that to them up there. If you don't have hairy forearms and a beard, they'll go somewhere else. Business was bad. No one gave me a chance. Thought a woman's hammer toil was inferior. Those clod-brained dunces. Then, the invasion. We fled to this shelter, and I'm the only smith down here. Are they paying attention now? You bet they are. The finest armor, the sharpest swords. They sing the praises of Elgar the Smith now. Just sad so many had to die for them to see it.
Farewell.
Even dwarves need sunlight. I haven't seen any for too long.
We have no home. Not anymore.
Shh, shh, shh. They're back.
You found a new design for me.
You spoke of voices when none are to be heard. Are you moon-touched?
Voices? The very idea that crystals can talk, and that they would be speaking to me. It is you who is mad for even suggesting it.
I made no mention of crystals.
Ah, that's because they don't talk to you. You're not special.
I think you have been down here a very long time. What have you got for me today?
Anything else?
I might just try elsewhere.
Working so hard that even McAllister's
Sail! Catch the wind!
Show me.
Sail down!
This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Lom. Or whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. Aid me. Be my eyes. This wondrous cup of theirs should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
Malvigor has trained us well! In how easy!
Keep the busy.
Live, and I will not trouble you again. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigor is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigor is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed these rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I, and the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. What trickery is this? There is the dam. This tempest. It is unnatural. Traitors have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans, beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You, the one who almost killed Suttungr for his mead, will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it. Inflict a fate worse death on me, or die trying. Nicely done! Impressive!
It's take a toll.
Vidar tried something similar when he left. I assume he learned it from you. Got your hand! Watch for my knees! That was sloppy, Hattie! Keep focused! This is a fight to the death, not a lover's tip!
In step with me! Potter! Under the head!
Should I prevail, I must adapt some of these maneuvers for my own use.
You are the greater warrior. But this is not the right result. Do what you came here to do.
Get on with it, blind one! End my misery!
Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. Malvigar was right. I must find out more about the Salagar. Perhaps Hirakin. But I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. And Ivaldi. Maybe he still lives in one of the other shelters. I must seek him out. asked about this land, my friend. Abandoned. But what choice did the little ones have when faced with Muspels? Now, Einar said the Sunstone watches over the village. Only one thing watches over this tiny village. That statue. Survey the area, Sunan. Nothing. But whatever stone was here has been carefully removed. No scratches, no scorches. So it was not taken by Muspel hands. When I was a child, my brothers and I would rob the fairies. Such innocent times. I remember how the fairies sometimes got wind of our approach and would try to hide their treasures. Fairies, dwarves, they all think alike. I must search the nooks and crannies of this village, leave no stone unturned. Be my eyes, Sunan. There you are. Now, let us see what Einar can do with you.
Yeah! Go! Sure! Yeah!
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Happy?
I was starting to worry you may have met with resistance.
Those who resist me are not long for this world.
Indeed. And we are not short of foes in this area, so I'd be glad for your company. Come, my workshop is close.
Here, Einar, your sunstone. This is where you worked before the Muspels invaded.
One site of many, indeed. When the Muspels took Uldar, captured Fritjofr, and my niece.
Tira.
Yes. I returned to the city, worked with the Sons of Evildy, but to no avail. So I allowed myself to be captured.
This area is off limits. To rescue your son. There's more to you than meets the eye, Master Einar.
As you can see, it's been some time since I was last here. Now, if I may ask, what does the High One of Asgard seek in Svartalfheim?
My motive is not so different to your own. A son to rescue. To do so, I believe I need the relic, though to what end remains a mystery.
I see. So you're not here to save dwarf kind.
If butchering Muspels in my path aids your cause, then I will not deny you my gifts.
You are most generous.
It has been said, yes.
Damn it all to Helheim!
What? What is it?
Javi, forgive me.
What? Do you fail me, Einar?
The Sunstone must endure incredible heat for me to render it into a new form. My instruments are no longer capable. I'm sorry.
Give it to me. I have the means to endure any heat.
Of course. When the process is complete, the Sunstone will shine brightly. Bring it to me then, and I shall finish what you have begun.
Big words from one so small. It will be done. subject myself to the kind of heat that would kill all but a Muspel. This had better work. If this is an elaborate deception, Aina's death will be considerably more simple. Almost there. Just a little more. It is done. The sunstone radiates light and heat. Aina will know what to do next.
How did you... I know better than to ask.
Do you have what you need now?
Yes, I believe so. Let me see. Ah! Still hot.
Will this work? Aina.
Sorry. I've only ever read about this in the ancient scriptures. I've never seen it with my own eyes.
Can you get me into the vault or not?
I believe so. But Glod is no fool. He'll surely have made preparations.
Let me worry about Glod.
As you wish. Now, if all has gone to plan, Fridtjoffer and Tira will be in position by the time you arrive within Uldar's old city, the great cavern at its heart.
And you?
I must catch my breath and calm my nerves, but I will join you there as soon as I can.
See that you don't fail me.
Have I thus far? I'll do as I've promised. The vault will be yours.
Your eyes, my friend. Einar said Frithjof and Tira would await me somewhere beyond these gates.
The guards here are vigilant.
Look, would you just stop? I'm getting a headache from all of this. It's hard enough with my eyes still getting back to normal. Finally, you made it.
Careful. That sounded like you doubted me for a moment. What of your eyes? Are they mended?
Getting there. Recovering. Thank the gods.
You're welcome. Now then, show me what to do with this augmented sunstone.
Einar?
Alive, last I saw, but old and slow. We must begin without him.
I don't want any trouble.
You know what must be done. Surely it cannot be so simple.
No. This mechanism... what was it? I think yes. We need more light to converge here, on this spot.
Leave it to me. Stay out of sight. See what the light reveals. Yet the sunstone hungers. More light is needed.
You'll get us in trouble.
It is working! Eno was right. The sunstone must be satisfied. Now the relic will be mine.
The vault of the ancients.
Bloody Anhergoil.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What is wrong? Why isn't it opening? Is there something wrong with the mechanism?
Yeah, about that. I'd feel a lot more confident if my father was...
Help! Get to work. I'll stretch my fighting arm.
We keep our wits about us!
Kill the dwarf! Where have you been? Any ideas what we're doing?
Scripture! Right! Here!
You bloody lost it!
You may have noticed I was being bloody chased.
Kite to bed!
Yes! I think I can remember. Son! Tell me now. Shut up and focus. Now comes the time. In this. Stand. Guard! I'm proud of you. That's all.
Done. Took you long enough. By Ymir's armpits. What are you doing here, you one-eyed shitbag? Seeking a relic. It's somehow grown more wrinkly and ill-tempered since I last saw it. Fuck off. Looking for this, I'd wager.
The mighty relic!
Piece of junk. I took out all the good stuff already.
What? What?
Then we shall take our leave. Quickest way out is through the front. You look like you've been to Helheim and back. Claude may be a mongrel bastard, but he knows how to torture a dwarf, that's for sure.
stepson, stealing again. How unbecoming. And with his little friends. My stepson takes his mongrel eyes off you for 1 second. And look at this mess. To think his father expects him to rule Muspelheim one day.
Oh no, no. She's one of the bad ones.
She's nothing. But she has Threek's blood on her hands, and must pay. Find another way out.
The way we got in! Quick!
Get to the shelter. I'll see to her.
Promises, promises. Your anger makes you clumsy. Did you care for Baldur's mother?
Had it been an honest fight, Threek would have bested you.
If you're going to fight, fight! Taste the flame! You're improving! You club and scratch like an old man! You're improving, man! Almost worth my effort!
Give me my son, and I shall torture you only a little.
All I shall do is death!
That's right, you mewling Quim! Run back to Suther! The shelter. I must speak with Aldi.
You are always...
Why are you here?
Is that...
What are you doing here?
If only King Hreithmar was still alive.
Shh. They're back. I would like to see what you have in stock.
Anything else?
May I see your...
Anything else?
I might just try elsewhere.
If I close my eyes, I can imagine I am back in my favorite tavern in Uldar. Oh, sweet mead, dry ale, pickled acorns.
Did you end her?
She escaped.
Come. I've been cooped up long enough. Of all the faces I left behind in Asgard, yours is the last I expected to see.
You sound disappointed.
I'd have preferred you sent a buxom Valkyrie, wearing nothing more than a mischievous smile.
And carrying a barrel of the good stuff.
Now you're talking, but when I saw you in the palace, through Glod's portal, well, I knew you'd come for me. Thank you.
Anything for a friend.
My gentle jailer rescuing me from a far worse jail. It's almost poetic.
You dwarves never did understand poetry.
The sky is high, wood is good, and Harvey is still an arsehole. How is that for poetry, you miserable shit?
About as good as you smell. Now, I have a use for you.
Harvey has a use for me. Words to chill the blood. Still, you know we dwarves give nothing away for free.
Do you breathe fresh air, or the stench of Glad's torturers?
Keep your eye in its socket. What will you have me do?
Wait.
What?
Vermin! Thief! Face me!
Be warned! I will finish what you start!
I shall have your head and present it to Lord Sauron!
Sutor stole my son. Now I have killed his. A small step towards justice.
Wish you had let me get a few kicks in. Bastard almost ate me once.
Then it is over? The Muspels will be in disarray.
Not while Surtur is in power.
Tell me more of the relics, and what you did with them. What happened in the vault?
What do you think? Glod tortured me. Commanded me to revive the relics, then extract their magic so that Surtur might use it in some way.
And you could not?
How fucking dare you? Of course I could. But not for a shit like him. Of course, Glod was too dim to see that I was dispelling the magic rather than storing it. And as soon as I knew you were coming, I gutted the relics, rendered them useless. So no mighty weapon for that prick Surtur.
It is unwise to underestimate such an enemy. But you were short-sighted, Ivaldi. I could have made good use of that magic.
Well, if it's items of power you seek. During my imprisonment, I heard rumors. Surtur is building something. Something small, yet very, very potent. And highly valuable to him. So valuable that if it were to fall into your hands, you might do some real damage here, I think.
That is intriguing.
I will seek out wisdom on the subject. More ancient and advanced than even my own. But first I must equip myself with some decent tools. Starting with a hammer and maybe a chisel or two.
There is a dam in the north of Vangrin. Huge bloody thing. Almost completely frozen over.
I know of it.
South of the dam, there is a workshop. Perhaps it remains in good order. When your travels are complete, you will find me there.
I will come when I'm ready.